This is called dividend investing, and today I'm going to show you the top 3 dividend ETFs that could pay you hundreds of dollars every month, completely passively. By the end of this video, you will know exactly which dividend ETF is right for you in 2026. Welcome back to your channel name, where we make investing simple for beginners. In my last 2 videos, I covered ETF basics and the best S&P 500 ETFs. Today we are talking about dividend ETFs, the closest thing to getting paid for doing nothing. Let's get started. Here is the problem most people have. They want passive income, but they think it requires owning rental properties, or building a business, or having a huge amount of money to start. The truth is, you can start building passive income with dividend ETFs, and you can start with as little as $50. Every quarter, sometimes every month, these ETFs pay you cash directly into your brokerage account. You can reinvest it to grow faster, or take it as extra income. Let me show you the best ones. First, quick refresher. A dividend ETF is a basket of companies that regularly share their profits with shareholders. That payment is called a dividend. Instead of picking individual dividend stocks, which requires research and risk, a dividend ETF gives you dozens or hundreds of dividend-paying companies in one investment. The ETF collects all those dividends, and pays them out to you, usually every quarter. Some ETFs even pay monthly, which is perfect for building consistent passive income. Now let's look at the top 3 options for 2026. Number 1, SCHD, Schwab US Dividend Equity ETF. This is the most popular dividend ETF among beginners, and for good reason. Tracks 100 high-quality dividend-paying US companies' current dividend yield, around 3.5% expense ratio. Only 0.06% pays dividends quarterly. Focuses on companies with strong financials and consistent dividend growth. Here is a real example. If you invest $10,000 in SCHD, at a 3.5% yield, you would receive approximately $350 per year in dividends, paid out quarterly, around $87 every 3 months. And historically, SCHD has also grown in share price by around 10% per year, so you get income and growth. This is my number 1 pick for beginners who want dividend income. Number 2, VYM, Vanguard High Dividend Yield ETF tracks over 400 US companies that pay above average dividends. Current dividend yield, around 2.9% expense ratio. Only 0.06% pays dividends quarterly. More diversified than SCHD. Spreads risk across more companies. If you invest $10,000 in VYM at a 2.9% yield, you would receive approximately $290 per year, about $72 every quarter. VYM is great if you want maximum diversification with your dividend income. You are not relying on just 100 companies, but over 400. Backed by Vanguard, one of the most trusted names in investing, low cost and reliable. Number 3, JEPI, JP Morgan Equity Premium Income ETF. This one is different, and honestly, a bit more advanced, but very popular for one reason. It pays dividends monthly. Current dividend yield, around 7% to 8% expense ratio, 0.35%, higher than the other 2. Pays dividends every single month. Uses a strategy called covered calls to generate extra income. If you invest $10,000 in JEPI at a 7.5% yield, you would receive approximately $750 per year, broken into monthly payments of around $62 per month. That is real monthly cash flow. The trade-off? JEPI's share price grows slower than SCHD or VYM, because the strategy prioritizes income over growth. JEPI is best for people who want monthly cash flow right now, maybe to cover bills or reinvest immediately. So which one is right for you? If you are young and focused on long-term growth plus income, right pointing finger emoji, SCHD, best balance of growth and dividends. If you want maximum diversification, right pointing finger emoji, VYM, spread across 400 plus companies. If you want monthly cash flow right now. Here is what I personally recommend for beginners. Start with SCHD as your core dividend holding. As your portfolio grows, you can add VYM for diversification, or JEPI if you specifically want monthly income. You do not have to choose just one. Many investors hold all 3 together for a balanced dividend portfolio. Quick recap, white check mark emoji, dividend ETFs pay you cash, quarterly or monthly, white check mark emoji, SCHD, best overall pick, 3.5% yield, strong growth, white check mark emoji, VYM, most diversified, 2.9% yield, white check mark emoji, JEPI, monthly payouts, 7 to 8% yield, slower growth. Your action step today: open your brokerage account, and add SCHD to your portfolio alongside VOO from our previous videos. Combining growth ETFs with dividend ETFs is how you build long-term wealth and passive income at the same time. Now here is a strategy that most beginners don't know about, and it can massively accelerate your wealth. It's called DRIP, Dividend Reinvestment Plan. Here is how it works: instead of taking your dividend payout as cash, you tell your broker to automatically use that money to buy more shares of the same ETF. Most brokers, including Fidelity, Schwab, and Robinhood, let you turn this on for free with just one click. Let me show you why this matters with real numbers. If you invest $10,000 in SCHD and take dividends as cash, after 20 years at 10% total return, you would have around $67,000. But if you reinvest those dividends automatically, after 20 years, you would have around $76,000. That's almost $9,000 extra, just from turning on one setting. This is called compounding your dividends, and it's one of the most powerful tools in investing. My recommendation? Turn on DRIP from day one, especially if you don't need the income right now. Once you get closer to retirement, you can switch it off and start taking the cash. Mistake number 3, expecting instant results. $10,000 invested in SCHD gives you about $87 every 3 months right now. That might not feel exciting today. But remember, this is a snowball. As you add more money, and as dividends compound, that number grows every single year. Investors who started with $87 a quarter, and kept adding $200 to $300 a month for 10 to 15 years, end up with thousands of dollars in quarterly dividend income. Patience is the real strategy here. Okay, let's make this actionable. Here is exactly what to do, step by step. Step 1, open your brokerage account, Fidelity, Schwab, or Robinhood, all free, takes 10 minutes. Step 2, once your account is funded, search for the ticker symbol, type SCHD in the search bar. Step 3, click buy. Step 4, enter how much money you want to invest, even $10 works with fractional shares. Step 5, before confirming, look for a setting called dividend reinvestment or DRIP, turn it on. Step 6, confirm your purchase. That's it. You now own shares of SCHD, and every quarter, you'll automatically receive, and reinvest, dividend payments. Set a reminder to add more money every month, even $50 or $100, and let the snowball grow. Alright, quick recap of everything we covered today: white check mark emoji, dividend ETFs pay you cash, quarterly or monthly, white check mark emoji, SCHD, best overall, 3.5% yield, strong growth, white check mark emoji, VYM, most diversified, 2.9% yield, white check mark emoji, JEPI, monthly payouts, 7 to 8% yield, white check mark emoji, turn on DRIP to compound your dividends automatically, white check mark emoji, avoid chasing high yields, watch your taxes, and stay patient, white check mark emoji. You can start with as little as $10 using fractional shares. Combine SCHD with VOO from our earlier videos, and you've got growth and income working together. If this video helped you understand dividend investing, hit the like button, it really helps this channel grow. Subscribe for more videos on building passive income through ETFs. Comment below, which one are you choosing, SCHD, VYM, or JEPI? I read every comment. See you in the next video.